Atrioc is back. Apparently this is a thing now too. We can watch all three of these videos, but I'm gonna start with this one.
Atrioc is back, and from the looks of his last live stream, he's doing some actual change. This guy is putting his...
I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. Give him some love. He looks like he's doing pretty well, but I want to make sure he gets monetized.
Atrioc is back, and from the looks of his last live stream, he's doing some actual change. This guy is putting his money where his mouth is, and he is going above and beyond with this whole deepfake situation. They're really trying to curb stomp it to oblivion and just get it up out of here. But after that whole situation unfolded and the twidlong was released, he pretty much went radio silent and busted his ass to get work done leading up until today. He went live to give a community update, and his internet was not letting him cook whatsoever. Usually I'd add like...
That's a funny way of putting it. Because I covered it earlier, but yeah, his internet was not letting him cook at all.
Little clips of people talking when I'm talking about the situation, but the clips are quite literally unwatchable. It pretty much looks like you're running 500 Minecraft mods on the family computer.
All right, but the important thing is that now I had a connection.
And speaking of Twitch, it really
now I have a connection.
goes to show you how completely unserious a Twitch chat can be, because the entirety of the stream, when he was trying to enunciate and just describe the process of how he's been trying to tackle this deepfake situation, the entire chat is filled with Drake and Pog emotes. It kind of made me giggle. I'm not gonna lie there. It kind of gave me a giggle. But essentially, Atrioc's putting his money where his mouth is, wiring money to firms in order to help with deepfake takedowns, as well as funding deepfake predation education, and just kind of trying to get the message out on why this deepfake nonsense is such a big deal and why it's so bad. And specifically, he's pledging a whopping 100K in order to help fund a bot named Certus DMCA, which uses an AI to help automate DMCA takedowns. It's an official part of...
I mean, yeah, that's good, but I hope he's not trying to get rid of deepfakes completely, because like, oh, you're gonna have a lot more money for that. But also deepfakes are fun. I mean, as long as they're not too good, they're fun. Like, no, I'm not saying deepfake porn. I'm saying just deepfake videos in general are fun. As long as you can tell they're fake, I think it's not hurting anybody. I mean, there are some dumb people out there that won't realize it's fake and will actually take it seriously. And then there's some trolls that could hurt people's reputations, but like, at the end of the day, it's fake. So, you know.
OnlyFans, like, that shit's vetted. He even tested it out with QT and Maya, and that shit got a whopping 700 plus takedowns in a single day.
Annual training on the bot to get everything. But once it gets going, in 12 hours, we got 512 things, like 10 times the amount of things delisted and 1,000 plus things DMCA takedown requested. Like, you know, and this is for a cost that is probably 1/10. I'm paying it, but I'm just saying it's literally for like 1/10 the cost. So the test goes really, really well, like really well. Like I'm actually, you know, it's the first time I feel like finally like I'm helping. So it's good. It's like we actually take on more stuff for Maya than she was getting before.
Which is extremely huge in comparison to just paying a lawyer and just manually going through each and every link to take one thing down at a time. So it's like 5 a day versus 700 plus, which is insane. And on top of that, the bot keeps these videos down by flagging it, so you can't just like re-upload the same video. Like that shit's just frame one, gone, you're out of here. And somehow it even like notifies Google to like delist it off of like the search engine, which is really cool. And on top of this existing project, he also mentioned that he's going to be targeting Reddit, but he didn't talk too much on that, partially because like his stream was skipping around and he just didn't want to give too many details before bad.
I mean, that seems kind of like the YouTube algorithm, and I know on Instagram, you can block somebody, and then there's also an option to block any accounts that they might create, which is kind of cool. I just wish it didn't say might create, and it's just, yes, every account they ever had is blocked. I mean, that would be cool.
actors can go and try to like stop him in his tracks. And if you're a Coomer, you know where that's going. You know what happens on Reddit. What happens on Reddit stays on Reddit. Adios, OnlyFans leaks. Goodbye. Your days are done. Now, I think this is an extremely profound thing coming from a big content creators, especially because like most of them are huge pieces of shit and just they'll say they do something and then they'll just like ignore it and just hope the media will just ignore it, which is never the case. I was never really an Atrioc fan, but after this whole situation, I will be tapping into the stream simply because of how good of a guy he is and like just sticking to his words and just sticking to his guns. Like he cares. You can tell that he cares. Now this doesn't excuse like the initial reveal of the deepfakes and just kind of bringing that whole corner of the internet into light, but I think this is a gigantic step for the Twitch community and pretty much the internet as a whole. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on the situation so far until like Critical drops a vid or Atrioc drops a vid on it himself. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments. I guess sub if you want to, like the video if you want to. Sorry this video was more serious in tone. I usually try to keep these like really goofy and kind of silly, but I don't know how I could make more jokes out of a situation like this. But yeah, next video will be confirmed to have at least 10 memes in it. Really hope that the streamers involved with this are seeking like the healing and the treatment that they need after like going through something like this. It's really sickening. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm out of here. Peace. Atrioc is back.
You know, I'm wondering if Atrioc's gonna get back
Nico.
on it.
Does this out?
If Atrioc's gonna get back on the Mobile Moves team, and be part of the what's it called? Their like team that makes events happen. Ludwig stands. It was Atrioc, and I think Aiden or Slime. I'm not sure. I don't remember who all is on that team.